not make the trip. Stefania, Gronk did. Get us up to speed on what Gronk and what fantasy owners should know.
Well, you know, Robert, at the start of the week, really thought Gronkowski would be sitting out.
Right.
I don't think we expected him to come back this fast. It was an injury that looked very severe when it happened, ended up being not as serious, a bone bruise and a knee sprain. But I think what was key is how the week evolved. Gronkowski back in limited practice Thursday and Friday. When you have this type of injury, what you're looking for is the response to activity. Is there any residual swelling? Is there any pain the next day? The fact that he did the practices back to back and then made the trip to Houston tells me they were comfortable enough with what they saw that they feel like he has a legitimate chance to play, or he would have stayed home along with Julian Edelman. So I expect, barring a setback, something that would come up during pregame warmups, I expect him to play. But because it's Sunday night, you have to have a backup plan.
And guys, to complicate matters, I mean, it's a multi-layered dilemma, because not only is it Rob Gronkowski owners that are affected, but Scott Chandler owners that are affected as well.
If you own Scott Chandler and you picked him up to replace Rob Gronkowski, the equation for me is simple. If Gronk plays, that's your starting tight end. It's nice to have Scott Chandler in your back pocket as an insurance policy. If you do wait on Gronk, and for some reason he does not play tonight, three names you must keep in mind as well. Ryan Griffin of the Houston Texans, Will Tye of the New York Giants, and Jordan Cameron of the Miami Dolphins. Those would be the three leftover starters who you could still pick up and use. Gronk, if he does play, though, the rule of thumb is this: you play him.
Yeah, I agree. The interesting thing about those names you just gave is those guys are all available. I mean, those guys are very available. And truthfully, when you look at the matchups for, just look at the Monday night game, whether it's, Cameron Jordan or whether it's Ty, I mean, both of those guys have pretty good matchups. I mean, the Giants are the worst pass defense in the NFL. And then, Ryan Griffin, the interesting thing about that, while you don't necessarily love the matchup, he's kind of shown up in their offense recently. So, the good news is whether you're a Gronk owner that lost out on Chandler, or you're a Chandler owner who, he's almost rendered useless because of Gronk being there, there are options, which usually isn't the case on a Sunday night game.
Yeah.